What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. This is our weekly PSA update on how many cards they graded the week before. If you're not familiar with this series, been doing it for a while now. Every Wednesday we drop a video at 6 p.m. going over what PSA graded the previous week and take a look at the numbers and see if they've gone up and gone down, see what some of the bigger movers are in terms of the categories, so on and so forth. So if you want to continue to be updated on how much PSA gets done the previous week, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. I also put out a bunch of other stuff too, so you will be updated on that as it comes out. Also, before we jump into the numbers themselves, I do want to remind you guys that Collect 3D Prints is giving away an entire hobby box. Okay, the only thing you got to do is hit the link in the description, pick up a couple of cases. For every $1 that you spend, you get one entry from now until the end of the week, which is be the 21st of January. And then we're going to pick a name, and you're going to get a whole hobby box, a whole ass hobby box. If you're not familiar with Collect 3D Prints, they make these cases that I use to display all my cards here behind me. Check out the website, links in the description. Everything's there. But again, they're giving away a whole hobby box. So not too bad. Okay, let's get into the numbers. A bit of a bump this week in terms of the numbers. They got 178 for 11. So they beat out the average. So I usually like to look at the three week average, which is about 150. Then I like to look at the 6 week average, which is about 168. And then this week they did 178. Funny enough, the top dog is basketball again. So we're seeing the big wave that was TCG for the last couple of weeks being the top dog in terms of the output and the categories. That kind of went down a little bit. So they're still pretty strong though. 42,000, still pretty strong number. They are about second now. So basketball regained that top number again. Again, over the last couple of weeks, we saw that number drastically go down. So they were in like 30,000 a week. Man, that was a peak low right there, 30,000 a week. And then over the last couple of weeks, they've kind of been back to that number one spot. So we're starting to see the numbers from TCG die back down as we're coming off of that big influx, that big craze of everybody sending in TCG cards last year sometime. I can't remember exactly what the time frame was, but hopefully we'll kind of see them keep this number. I did mention last week that we're probably going to hover around that 160 to 175,000 range, probably for the next few weeks as we start to kind of level off. And then, I don't know, hopefully they start, really getting some people in and trained, and they start kind of getting closer to that 200. I really would like them to be at that 200 a week range. I think that puts them in a good spot to really burn through a backlog, and then really kind of catch up with, with orders that they have in the system, and then also get to a point to where they can start opening up some more services and start offering some bulk pricing and things like that. So I don't know. We'll see where that puts them. But the other thing I wanted to do is jump into the complete through dates. Now, as you guys know, if you haven't watched the video that I did on complete through dates, I'll throw it in the description. But complete through dates used to mean absolutely nothing to me because I feel like I'm in this realm here of complete through dates, and this didn't really start getting posted until recently. So they're about 70% through March, and they are complete up until March 2nd. Now I'm going to give you guys my exact date here because we are coming up very closely on a birthday for my cards to be there an entire year, which I'm not super happy about. But my cards were checked in on March 22nd, 2021. They were received there. They arrived there on January 28th. So here we are, January 18th. We're about 10 days. We're starting a 10-day countdown to my cards being there an entire year. They're going to have a birthday there. So, we're going to cover that as hilariously as we can. We're going to celebrate. But as we come up closer, they're 70% of March complete. They're complete all the way up until March 2nd. We've seen this happen before, right? Where it'll be March 2nd. It'll be 70% of March complete. There may be a handful of orders within that March timeframe that are just heavily researched orders that are just dragging that number down. Then all of a sudden we'll see that number jump up to like May, and then it'll be like 5% of May complete. So they could potentially have, a good portion of March completed, which is, it says about 70% of it complete. They could very well have 80% of April complete at this moment. But their oldest order on the books completed through is March 2nd. And maybe they have just a few more orders ready to go. But this can change pretty quickly, so I will kind of get back. I'm not going to do the comparisons anymore, but I will kind of get back to looking at this on a weekly basis now that they added this dealer portion as well. So that's going to do it. I'm going to try to keep these things as short and as sweet as possible. I appreciate you guys watching every week. This is just a quick update. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But again, remember, if you want to continue to be updated on this on a weekly basis, hit the like and subscribe button. And also hit the link in the description for Collect 3D Prints, as they are giving away an entire hobby box. At the end of this week, somebody's going to get a free hobby box. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.